POTS does a lot, but one thing we do is we act as a test gauge for intactivism. Not only are we analyzing intactivist groups, but we are also analyzing the individual intactivists themselves. Let's break down the individual intactivist first, and then we will move on to intactivist groups in another video. We're going to need the what, the why, and how are we testing said individual intactivists. We're testing intactivist values/commitment, capabilities, and cohesion. Why do we need to test individual intactivists? Well, with values, does the movement even matter to them? Is being against circumcision as important to their members, like Black Lives Matter, breast cancer, Susan G. Komen, Palestine, Israel, women's rights, veterans, are to their members? Because as you see here in all these photos, that those are a lot of people, and you can tell without a shadow of a doubt that these guys are serious and that these guys value their cause. Or is being circumcised, is that just a minor inconvenience, like noise pollution, potholes in the road, having to verify yourself while trying to pay your bills, having to wait in a long line at the DMV? If members are just talking about how sad they are about circumcision and it's not followed by action, how would you judge that? If you were facing 2 years for a crime you didn't commit, would you sit back and say, I think I'll do nothing but complain to my friends? Or would that lawsuit consume your whole life temporarily, with you spending everything you have to defend yourself? All the things that people fight for are about justice. The normal everyday grievances are just inconveniences. So we are seeing if intactivists truly see circumcision as an injustice or an inconvenience. Are you putting in the time and resources you feel intactivism deserves? Another thing that we are testing and checking is capabilities. You need to know intactivist capabilities, their skills, their numbers, and motivation. For strategy planning, if you don't know capabilities, then you can't plan with the team. Opinions without actions don't matter. You can have the strongest stance against circumcision, or you could be 100% in favor for it. But if you don't have any capabilities, then your opinions really don't matter. The last thing that we are checking for intactivists is cohesion. How tolerant are intactivists? Are they focused on the main mission, or are they just here to argue talking points? Are they causing division and infighting? Personally, I've witnessed multiple times intactivists will throw out working together over personal issues on a completely different subject, or a slightly different intactivist belief. Now, how are we going about actually seeing how individual intactivists are doing with cohesion, capabilities, and values? So we're putting very simple tasks on the intactivist movement, like the e-commerce program, CAREBUZZ, asking you guys to share POTS videos, and answering polls. I think CAREBUZZ is the most simplistic thing we ask for intactivists. It is a set it and forget it. You do it one time. It's global, so everyone can do it, and it's completely free. Granted, it's not the most effective, but as you see here, we currently have 15 contributors. That's it. And I know one person who is using 2 devices, and that counts as 2 contributors. We also currently have about 17 people participating or participated in the e-commerce program, 2 of which aren't even intactivists. The e-commerce program has been out for about 8 months now, and we have 17 people who've used it, sometimes only once. And also for polls, we do ask you guys lots of poll questions so we can understand what you guys are thinking. If POTS is lucky, we'll get 13 people out of the 80 people we have on our Intactivist Discord. How do you think that makes intactivists look? Probably that you value having your toilet seat up or down more, or how your neighbor views you, or saving 10 cents off a gallon of gas as you drive across town from another gas station, or having your shoes tied, more than the fact that many people are getting what many intactivists claim sexually mutilated. Maybe, just maybe, we should start acting our cause. I don't know. I just put it out there. I bet more intactivists spend more time and money getting their hair cut than doing intactivism. Do you think intactivists are acting their cause? Do you think intactivists truly act like they were sexually mutilated or that they are saving infants? Or do they act like it was just a snip and a minor inconvenience a baby goes through, like getting a paper cut while opening a letter in the mail? Let me know down in the comments. We also cover the news of intactivism as well, so you can go and see how individuals are donating and helping intactivism as well. So you can go ahead and see how they're voting with their wallets. That's kind of the point of the fundraiser of the week. POTS, as a business, is also a giant test gauge. We can exist for a year or a century and beyond. Honestly, if the main intactivist market forces do not care too much about POTS, and we can't even meet basic standards of IRS code, then we will graduate. We figured out there are about 35,000 intactivists globally 5 months ago. Less than 250 subscribed to Prevail over the system as of right now of making of this video. And getting emotional about it does not solve problems. POTS also is not trying to use propaganda or your emotions to woo you guys. We're either going to act our cause or you're not going to. And if POTS graduates, that is just a sign of a failing movement. Maybe it's time for some self-reflection, and if you talk to another intactivist, maybe tell him or her to act their cause. Thank you for watching. Bye!